Today, I would like to pay my respects to my father, Emilio Revolus, a humble, respectful, quiet man, yet so grand and loud in his actions. His goal was to make a better world for the people of his community by attending to their needs. In the early 80s, he started to volunteer in the school of Stanford and interpreted English into Creole to registered Haitian children to school, and to translate documents into French from Stanford Hospital. Then he obtained a job as a community liaison for the Stanford Board of Education, where he worked until he retired. With the help of the Stanford Public Schools, the New Arrival Center was born to facilitate immigrant children to learn English before being placed into the classroom so that they can perform in their fullest potential. They were from they were from Haiti, South America, like Lebanon, Bangladesh, Russia, just to name a few. He created the Haitian Community Center to teach the community about the resources available to them, such as food, banks, housing, night school. In collaboration with RITEC, created nursing aides, banking tellers, and home health aid programs. Um, my father led a life of servitude. A life without service is an empty life. He enjoy he great sorry, he got great joy in meeting students and families later in life and seeing what they were able to achieve. My father is here and I can already recognize him again in his family. It's almost airy to see. He moves and speaks for IET, and it doesn't stop there. With the spirit of the mature, maybe more. He knew how to open doors and empower those he helped through. So help me pay homage to my father, the great Emilio Révolus. As his daughter, I promise to continue his legacy. May you rest in peace, Dad. Union Felefos. Hello, everyone, and welcome to really just special episode we're going to have today. I actually was just going to be as chill and relaxed as possible because I'm going to get a little bit more personal with you than probably normal, and hopefully I should do normally. But today is the day before we put my father to rest. And I wanted to take this time to just give him um, a special shout out and a special day. Um, it's crazy how things happen, you know. Um, my father and I were so much alike, but I grew up not knowing it, and we were in odds a lot of the time. Um, but I did a lot of things that were just like him. I did a lot of things that were just like both my parents. Actually, right here, there's a little bit of pictures I'm going to show you guys about. But it started with my parents well before. And as you could see, little baby me, I just didn't realize how much of their work would become my own. Um, I'm glad it was recognized before he passed. I'm glad I have my mother to guide me and to continue the work that they have done. Um, Being a child of an activist is an amazing situation, but it comes with its own turmoils and um, ups and downs. Um, and it made me appreciate how I bring my daughter through my process and working for the community and um, keeping her whole in it too. Um, The words I read to you before, like I said, were the same words that I had to say saying goodbye to my father. And I remember being younger and thinking in my stubborn anger and stubbornness, like, it won't be me. Well, if anyone to carry on the voice and name and place of him, it's only going to be me. Um, I feel his presence all the time. You know, uh, there has been a lot of movement that has happened that I know without want, the torch was passed in a way that I wasn't expecting. It was given beforehand. Um, but damn, if I wasn't expecting that. So, um, a little bit more about my situation here with my dad. I kind of want to tell you a story about this. So, when like I said, there was a lot of stuff as a child when it was more so in odds. Um, but if you are an adult who internally is yearning for a parent connection, I urge you to take the wheel in that and start having conversations with your parents, because it's something that you will truly truly appreciate um, later when they're no longer with you. So this stands straight. Let me take you through a little story we went through. When I first came back to my father, he had a bit of an injury, and he was in the hospital, and my sister and I had to start taking care of him. Fast forward, he had to go to the rehabilitation at a nursing home. He stayed there quickly, and we brought him back home. Um, but when he was first brought into the what's it called, physical therapy, um, he was using a he was using a walker, and he wasn't standing straight. He was leaning back, he was going back and forth and doing so much. So I'm gonna take this down because I want you to be here with me. So he was wobbling and moving a lot in the walker, and by this time my father had already given me the rights to the Haitian Community Center, and um, his scholarship program in his name came with that, which is all going to be renamed to Melcy, just to not for anything more, just to dedicate the people it was started with, my parents. Um, that being said, so as he was moving, I came next to him and I said, Dad, um, if we were standing with each other and we were next to each other and we had to show Stanford, particularly, I grew up in Stanford, Connecticut, and a lot of his work was there, as you heard. I was like, when we reintroduce the center, how are you going to stand with me? And my father just straightened up, and he stood so tall and so straight. Um, Fast forward. I was going through the back and forth about this whole situation. I knew what was coming and what they were doing, and when they told me my father has passed, I had a moment when I broke down. I broke down alone, um, and in that moment, I don't know where you are spiritually or whatever, but in that moment, if my father came to me, he brought me to the funeral home that we would go to well before I saw it. So mentally, I saw him stand me up straight and tell me it's time for us to stand straight. You have to present. Um, Crazy enough, uh, this month I will be speaking in Stanford, and I know he'll be with me, and we'll have to stand straight. You know what I mean? My father left a legacy. He left an array of children who care about him. That's not even all of us, but that's a few of us, um, ranging from the oldest to youngest. The younger ones are the taller ones. So that's all being said. And in all reality, if my father didn't know how to say it, I know he loved his children. I know he loved his community. I know he loved his work, and I know he loved what he did. Um, I appreciate the fact that I was able to um, get my quorums and my back and forth and my appreciation and my love out for him before he passed. This is when my father actually gave me the center again, and he was awarded the Pioneer Award as a pioneer in the Haitian community. Um, and you know, he was just an all around person who just really did want to see the best for people, and in his ups and downs or his good and bads, hopefully um, I'll be able to take it on. We'll be able to take it on. A community will be able to take it on and make it better than it was before. Um, that being said, it's a little bit hard to deal with because, you know, I feel somewhat, I feel somewhat of a like a little bit back and forth about it because, um, pay attention to your health, pay attention to what's going on, pay attention to your purpose. Pay attention to why you're here. Um, Tomorrow's not promised. Um, we are we are unscripted. That's why I am unscripted today. Um, Even though there is a plot and a plan for us, I just feel that we have to really write our words and pay attention and really see why we're here, and not just let the narration be brought to you or created for you or scared into. Um, my dad was a very quiet man, yes, but he was assertive, and I don't think he moved in fear much. Um, that's not a thing I remember him having is fear. Um, Maybe a little arrogant, but not fearful. Um, May 19th, May 9th, sorry, May 9th will always be a special day for us and our family. Um, we will always celebrate you and your work on Mother's Day for all the daughters you've had, for the Mother's Day, for the mother that I have and I am. But we also get to celebrate you for your work and what you did. Um, so I'm just going to take a quick break, and this episode is not going to be as long as our normal episodes because it's just a little quick tribute. Um, and I just wanted to chill out. We have a really cool situation happening tomorrow with the collaboration of being with the Global Pan African Network. Excited about that as well. So I don't want to take too much time today. Next week is also really cool. Actually, next week we're on a break. The week after we'll be back with Felicia with part of the Happy video. I don't know if you guys seen that movie, but we'll say that. But today's not going to be that long. It's just going to be a special shout out to, you know, my dad, and then also speaking out to anyone who may be going through it. Also, I don't even know if it worked. I should play it back if you could hear, but we're trying a new intro and outro. So hopefully you like my cut up of DMX intro. It's time to listen, and we'll hear our new outro. Hopefully it'll work. I'll play the playback. Hopefully played on, or it's just gonna sound quiet. But quick commercial break, and we'll get back to you guys. But this is our collaboration for the Global Pan African Network that will be live tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but will be global. And you can see us on the Global Pan African Network or the United States of Africa. So see you in a bit. So that will be from the Global Pan African Network. It's going to be about um, our first episode is actually called Makala, which is queen in Swahili. And, it's going to be on different um, there's going to be on different topics from the perspective of African women across the global network. So hopefully you'll be a part and take and be a part and enjoy that. But back to what I was saying, um, again, this is just a quick conversation, um, and just to be like a little bit open about the fact that, to anyone that I've known who's lost someone, your heart, I understand. Um, to say goodbye again to my dad, but I feel like, damn, I see him in me just even looking at the screen. Um, and to just to give honor to the fact that like his movement and what we need to do and what I need to do is prevalent. Um, if you know me, I've done a lot of work in my community, but it doesn't matter. Uh, it's always continuous. I'm not a leader. I look at myself as a servant, and my family has always looked at it as servitude. I appreciate what I was brought into. Um, I appreciate what he left in the name I was able to stand on with him. I appreciate the legacy that I'm able to sustain and enhance. Um, I spent my life, I guess, wanting to be daddy's girl, and it's really weird to get it in death, but I'll take it no matter how I get it. Um, I always say, I actually even always say like the story of like where you come from and all this, but I'm not gonna even make it that long. Um, I'm not even gonna make it that long. I'm just gonna say um, if you are a parent, reach out to your kids, talk to them, make them a part of your life. You don't have to make them like adult business. Make them a part of your life. Be soft. Um, understand they represent you and you represent them. To my dad, um, the great Emilio Joseph Revolus, um, thank you for um, the work you did and all the good and bad. Um, it was a lot more turmoil. So I don't want to come out and I don't want to act like, you know, false or anything. But he was my dad, and on a DNA level, you feel it. You feel the loss and you feel it's gone. So that being said, I'm not going to make this too long or too drained out today. This was going to be a quick episode. Uh, and I didn't want to get emotional. I don't want to get like crazy here. That's not what we do. We got to keep this, pearly whites on and stuff. I so so for everyone who will see this or watch it later on, thank you for being with us. Thank you for the journey. Thank you for watching us. And I appreciate anybody who started watching me from the beginning when my dad was there. I appreciate anyone who supports us while he was and afterwards. I will definitely continue doing what I need to do for the Révolus name. Dad, I love you. I hope you see your family. He was the last of his family to go, and he is also the baby of 13 girls in his family. So I hope, he's with a grandmother and grandfather I never get to meet. They passed before when they were young, and when my parents were young. Um, and I hope you're just getting to relax in a body that, works with you um, and I just hope you're proud. I just hope you're proud. There's been so much I've done and so much I've been able to accomplish after you were gone that I just really hope you're proud. So, on that note, I thank you guys. I thank you for talking to me. Again, we're not going to keep it long because I have a pretty big event tomorrow that we're going to be doing with the Pan African Network. Um, on the 15th, we're not going to be doing it a Saturday because again, we have some things in line in order. The 16th, I will be in Stanford speaking on behalf of my parents, my dad, and the Stanford community. And because I was born and raised there too, so just because I'm in Norwalk now, definitely in Newark now, doesn't mean uh, I'm not Stanford by heart and home blood. So thank you guys for being a part. Um, I appreciate my dad. I appreciate what he did. I appreciate what he stood for. Um, I look a lot like him. I do. And I just want to thank you. I can't say it enough. Uh, yeah, I think that's it. So, but there is one thing I do want you guys to do for me. Again, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. We're working on our outro, but we need to think. We need to change the way we live right now. We need to change the way we um, take care of each other and what we're doing. We need to really bring full results to our ancestors and the movement they did before us. And to that, I will say thank you. I appreciate you all and have a great one. We will talk soon. Take care and let me know how you like the outro right now. Please let me know.